Harkle whinnied just as he took another long, deep swallow of bourbon, his drink of choice. Wiping his mouth with the back of his hand, he twisted the silver cap back on and shoved the flask into his pocket. Reverently, he placed his hand over the container as though it held some vital organ, Dahlia thought. As he trudged up the steps, she lost sight of him beneath the porch roof. But she could still hear his heavy boots, ascending slowly, coming to a standstill when he topped the last riser. "Did you hear what I said?" Nellie Ann asked with irritation. "I heard you," Dahlia snapped. "You knew he was coming 10 minutes ago, so why didn't you say something?" "You know I don't like to seem superior," Nellie Ann giggled. "Not only did I hear him, but I could smell him on the breeze coming through the window." "I'll be back in a minute," Dahlia said, ignoring her sister, rushing from the bedroom without a backward glance, making a beeline for the staircase. She crept down 3 steps and sat, staring through the delicate banisters in the direction of the foyer. She could see her mother unexpectedly bending over as if in pain, her thin arms twined around her waist, righting herself back up when the small, spare form of Katie May, their cook, appeared. At once, the 2 women began speaking softly, rapidly. Katie May's dark hands swooping in front of her as though trying to catch the words that flew between them, their voices growing louder as they spoke. "Yes'm, Miss Violet. I wasn't expecting him back so soon," Katie May was saying. Her mother flicked a gray strand of hair off her forehead, a habit of hers for as long as Dahlia could remember, and adamantly pressed her palm against her chest. "Still, there's plenty of food in the pantry. You must fix him something good to eat," she stated. "He'll be hungry." "Yes'm. Fix Mr. Monroe some food." "Some country ham," her mother said mechanically. "With red-eye gravy, 3 eggs, fried soft the way he likes them, biscuits and butter." "Yes'm. I'll fix him a good breakfast." "And don't forget," her mother said, lowering her voice, the words slurring together, so much so that Dahlia couldn't make out what she said. But then her mother's voice swelled again, the words distinct and whole. "Yes, a big bowl of those fresh peaches we got yesterday, sliced thin, with lots of cream and sugar." "Yes'm." Katie May's voice was polite, but not obsequious. She never toadied. "Well," her mother said, "you've got a meal to prepare. You better get started." Dahlia looked on as Katie May straightened her shoulders, her spine erect as a cornstalk, and walked away. Her mother kept talking, muttering to herself now. Then, shutting her eyelids, she closed her hand over her groin, repeating, "Whore, whore, whore," in a low, angry voice over and over, until the front door swung open and sent her fleeing for the staircase, her dark skirt polishing the floorboards. Shaken by her mother's words, Dahlia leapt up, took the steps quickly, and hid behind a gold-cushioned love seat on the landing. "Violet!" her father called out, clunking through the foyer while her mother pattered up the stairs. The instant Dahlia heard the crude sound of her father's voice, her heart stopped. For a second, it stopped. Conflicted, it simply quit beating, like a pendulum no longer swinging inside a grandfather clock. Just as she began to panic, it started to beat once more. One beat for affection, the next for disdain. The rhythmic ticking of emotions to keep itself going. "Violet!" he called again at the bottom of the staircase. But before he could mount the first step, her mother's footfalls abruptly stopped. "There's some breakfast for you in the kitchen," she said, her tone empty, her dark eyes opaque as pitch. "Then wash up outside before you eat."